Hi there folks, welcome to the video. So this is Hardly Gaming, and today we're going to be doing just a kind of another construction tip guide video. We'll be doing this, the reason I'm doing this is because my last video wasn't brilliant. It had some technical issues, my sound was a bit funny, and my game was really bright. Still haven't quite figured out what that was about. It's only on Planetside 2 I'm having that issue. Anyway, here we are. I have put a couple of loads into this silo. This silo is right next to our warp gate, so this is going to be just a speed build and how to get a base set up. This is probably would be like a more advanced router base. So the first thing I'm going to do is, as you can see, I've put a silo down already. I have put, as I said, a couple of loads in. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to structures and I'm going to go to the thunder garage. I'm going to get that. Now, when it comes to the thunder garage, you want it as high as you can get it because you're going to be putting stuff in it. The next thing you want to get is the next highest object, which would be the pain spire, which I would highly recommend to help protect your base. And you want to sit that in the middle on one side of the thunder garage. Next polished item will be the Elysium spawn tube, which I'll put opposite the pain spire. So they're sitting in the middle. Now, that's it for the tall structures. Next ones you want to get are the modules. So you want to put a skywall in as soon as possible to protect yourself from potential aircraft. The next one you want to do is a repair module, which I'll just put. These don't really have much of a reason to be in these places. I would just build them as where you've chosen to put your base depends. So for instance, if you want your turrets facing this way, might be best to put the AI module up that side, but I'm just going to put it there for now. And make sure the last module you put in, guys, is going to be your shield module. This has to be the last one you put in, because if you put this one in first, you can't build anything else in this structure. You have to put this shield module in last. That's it for the core of your base. The next thing you're going to put in are the turrets. So you're going to put in the anti-vehicle turret at the most likely place where the enemy are going to attack with vehicles. So I'm going to put this over this side. The next one you're going to put in is the anti-air turret. Now the anti-air turret does not need ground line of sight, so you can put this at the back side of the base. Which I like to put. I like to keep my base as well in line. It makes it much easier with the walls. So you can see, like here, I've got my turret in line with my structure here, I think. And I'm going to put that there. And the last one, it will be the anti-infantry turret, which of course you'll put in the most likely place where infantry will attack you. So I'm going to put this over here if I can. This one might be out of range of the AI module, but it's fine, we have another one to go. Now, normally this is what you could do with a full 10k load. If you've got your max, even with a 9.5 I've done this, set this up. But you can see I do have some spare now. So imagine I've gone away, grabbed some more Cortium, and I've come back. The next thing I want to do is put my walls down. Now, when it comes to walls, you have choices. You have the basic wall, you have the fancy wall, which is you have to pay for it, but I got it because it's fancy. Or the solid wall, which you get quite quickly. You get it quite early on in construction. You should get that after about a day or two of building bases. And I would actually recommend it. Unless your base is going to be actively attacked, this is actually by far your best option. Because I've found people don't attack your base if they can't really see into it. I'm going to ignore that just now because I don't want them chatting when I'm making this video. So I'm going to do that. And remember, guys, you do also have two gates. Now, the thing with gates are the actual shield of them can't be damaged. So they're actually very good at walls. So I'm going to put a shield over here. A shielded gate, sorry. Griff is eager to get me in. I'm going to put this over. Always try and get your stuff as close as possible to stop infiltrators and stuff sneaking in. And I like to do this kind of like a one-in-one. So I put a wall, then I put a gate, then I put a wall, and that kind of makes sure that your base has plenty of accessibility, but also protection. I'm going to put a wall over here. Once I finish this, I'm going to go and do that mission. It's annoying now. Can I get this in here? I wish this was easier. I know there's a way. It went green now. I want to get this. I want to get this in here. That little gap. How close is that though, isn't it? Thing. Go through that. Oh, that's miles away. Can't have that. But the thing is, now I have to wait for it to actually come up. So if you do make a mistake, guys, like this, if you do that and you're not happy, you come over back up to the silo, go into field tools, and you get welding device. Now you have to wait. You have to wait until this is fully built, which is annoying, before you can dismantle it. Plus it's doing that. Oh, my turrets. These two are not manned. If that one is. That's not good, actually. I'd rather have had those two manned, but it doesn't matter. I can put an AI module down for those two. I have a Spage AI module. You just gotta be careful, because if people come in and kill that, lose your base. I do. I should cover both of them. Right, now, what you can do is see if your stuff is far away. You can actually buy a second one and actually have that ready to deploy. And you can do that even if you've used all of your walls. Each of these structures have their own kind of bit where it's best to go to when it comes to dismantling it. When it comes to shields, you kind of have to, weirdly enough, stand like along the actual gate. You go backwards along the gate, and eventually, as long as you keep your finger pressed on the right trigger, it will dismantle it. It's a weird way to do it. It's almost as if the game doesn't register it until you're at a certain point. And I'm going to come this side now to try and put this down. Line it up. Now remember, guys, when you're turning this, if you press control, it slows the rotation. And I'm going to keep moving until it goes red, and then come back slightly, and then I'm going to pop that down. And that should be bad. Oh, this is why I don't like construction sometimes. Alright, guys, I'm going to leave that as it is. Okay, so that is basically the setup of your base. Remember this with your defenses, try and get them as close as possible to stop people from getting in. Don't do that, what I've done. That's annoying me now. And yeah, you want to also make sure that these areas up here are protected. The infantry can easily get in here. You can actually use your sky shield to do that. If you found like a hole somewhere, you can put your sky shield into that, which will bring this down, and you can actually use that to completely block access to your base. There are certain parts of the game that it's very effective in. Anyway, guys, I'm actually going to be leaving this base because I'm not going to be staying here with this base. I'm actually going to redeploy over and try and do this Cortium mission, which, as you can see, is miles away. Because it seems to be that this is you get different variations, different tiers, so to speak, depending on what level you are. So I found that, like, because I'm at max level, like absolutely max level, I have to put stuff in a contested silo, whereas when I was doing it yesterday on my other account with my lower level character, I just had to farm 5,000 Cortium and deposit 5,000 Cortium. Here I have to farm 10,000 Cortium and then deposit 10,000 Cortium in a contested base. So I'm going to redeploy over and do that and do some of these other missions. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this wee video. As I said, this is just like an improvement video. Ignore this wall, that was not well done. But the core, what you saw there, you could probably just leave that without putting any walls down and have that as a router base. I don't like to do that. I like to build a proper little base that I can use, that I can fall back to. And then what I like to do, when it comes to your router, a good tip I would do is put the router near a gate that you're going to be running out of. So you can spawn in here and run out, grab the router, and then I'm going to grab an ESF or Valkyrie. Put this here. Sometimes these collide with the sky shield. So basically the tactic would be you come out, this gap would not be here, there'd be a gate, you'd go for the gate, you'd come out, you'd grab your router, you'd grab your scythe or whatever, and you'd fly off and you'd deposit your router. Try and make it as quick and easy as possible for you guys. And yeah, when it comes to your Cortium levels, I'd recommend getting them up to at least 30,000. That'll keep you going for about an hour. If there's an alert on, if you've only got 40 minutes left, you don't need to worry about Cortium. The alert will end before your base runs out of Cortium. Though, if you're playing without alerts, I'd recommend going back every half an hour or so and just putting another 10,000 in, or whatever is your maximum amount, just to kind of keep your base topped up. Fly over it now and again, keep an eye on it, make sure that the silo's topped up. Anyway, guys, that is the video done for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do have any other little tips and tricks, let me know. And if you found this useful, could you let me know as well? Remember to please like and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. Every single one of you, I really do appreciate. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.